Marcino here. We talking freaky tales. Because these are the tales that I tell so well. If you don't like my rap, you can go to hell. Show the dogs on the mic telling freaky tales. Now, this was inspired by Too Short, and Freaky Tales is a series of 4 short stories that connect in the final act. Very well executed, and man, what a list. You got Mendelsohn in there, plays a cop, playing the same kind of role he's always played. And as they tell these stories in different parts, as you know, the first act, second act, third act, and then the final act, you're seeing it lay out. And the girl who plays Riri Williams is in this. Tom Hanks has a cameo in this. Pedro Pascal is in this film. And you're seeing things that's told in different elements. The way they're shooting it, the way they made it look like 1987. And then they had Simba, the rapper, playing Too Short. And he was on point. He resembled Too Short back in like 87. And he did Don't Fight the Feeling. It took me back to 87. So, once again, I was right back at home watching the film. Now, I was waiting for this to come to the movie theaters, but it never came to my theaters, and it was just quiet. I saw the trailer in the movie theaters, but never got a chance to see the movie. And I was wondering what happened to it. Then I saw like, oh man, it's streaming. So I watched it, man. It was very entertaining, very well shot. I remembered these times that went down, especially with the Freaky Tales, and how they got the girls on the record to do that, because nobody ever dissed themselves on a record. Like, that had never been done. Too Short was like, he got women on there dissing him on the Life is Too Short album. They call you yuck mouth. Like, he's going back and forth on Don't Fight the Feeling, and that's what made that jump. Nobody ever had somebody on their own record dissing them. I said, wait a minute. Have this ever been done before? He got them, they dissing him on his own album. That's crazy. To see how they set that up with something else. Tom Hanks is from Oakland. I never knew that until you just said it right now. I didn't know Tom Hanks was from Oakland. So that would make a lot of sense. I still don't know what the last movie was. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go Google that. He was a guy that's working at the video store. So it starts off with the one story with a girl that plays Knives Child in the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World. She's in this movie, and they got like some punk place they hang out with, and these KKK guys come in there to fight them and beat them up every night. So they decide to stand up and fight. And that's crazy because during the 1987's era, it started to shift in Oakland, where a lot of these people were coming in. These punk rockers was coming into the town area, and it was starting to change. And then the brothers started fighting back and pushing those guys out. They were rebelling. They had moved a little bit up north. All that white power guys. So they were moving more up north during 87. And because they were being, like, wasn't being forced out, they chose to leave. Because, you know, the brothers was taking over. And then the brothers wasn't having it. The brothers was letting them boys have it. So they was getting up out of there by the 80s. You'll get smoked. But nobody was trying to, like, you know, they concealed their weapons. They weren't trying to let the police know or be hot and be, you know, seen. They was low key about what they was doing. So Oakland was a little bit different. Everybody wasn't like braggadocious. They braggadocious about cars. They braggadocious about them Godfather Cadillacs. You know, they counting the spokes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was about. Them cars. Right, gold chains, rings, and they was flashy like that. Nah, they wasn't trying to say, I got a gun, look at me. They ain't do nothing stupid like that. So they were trying to get on, the two girls, all the stories kept intertwining, and you see the story with Pedro Pascal's character. He's just trying to get out and collect this one debt so he can get out of debt from this one guy who we all know he's not gonna get let go. We watching this like, man, I feel bad for Pedro Pascal, but this guy ain't gonna let him go. And what's his name? Ben Mendelsohn, he plays the same role in everything, so he was the crooked cop. And then they had Too Short as a cop. That was funny, his cameo. He was, man, you ain't get my ice cream? They ain't had no more. You ain't think about asking me about nothing else? No. Damn. Just the one scene for sure, dog, man. That was classic. And it's centered around these robberies that happened in 1987. And they said based on a true story. But Sleepy Floyd's house never got robbed in real life, and definitely his family didn't get lit up like that in the movie. But these KKK racist like people was plotting to rob all these celebrities that was on there, like basketball players. If they were black, they wanted to go and rip them off and see what they got in their house. And if they play in the game, go in there and, rip them off. So that was the plan. And then they saw one player, they was like, oh no, wait a minute, he's a good player and he's white. That Pat Riley, yeah, we like him. Don't touch him. They had some player on there that they was like, oh no, he's good. Chris Mullin, yeah. Chris Mullin, he's a good guy from the Warriors. He was like, no, we gonna let him go. He good. But Sleepy Floyd did have a lot of like antiques in his house. Like in his house, he had a whole lot of like, he was eccentric at best, like samurai swords and all this stuff. But it wasn't like that. Now, here is the news. There was robberies at that time. People's houses getting robbed, set on fire, all kind of stuff. And like, what's his name? Like you saw in the Lakers movie, right? Remember they was in the finals? And dude was ready to go in there and blast the Lakers because they wouldn't let him back on the team? Because he was on dope all the time. Am I back on the Lakers? Nope. Y'all gonna do this without me? All right, bet. He's back on. They hit back on the Lakers. They hit back on the Lakers. Y'all ain't gonna let me back on the team? All right, okay, cool, man. Thank you. All right, thanks for calling. Okay, click. Okay, yeah, they hit back on. We about to hit these Lakers. Yeah, man, it was a crazy movie, man, but it was entertaining, man. The fight scenes, everything. So if you are blasted out your mind, you were really drunk. Like if you drunk, you high, you would really love the movie even more. I remember 1987, so if you can remember 1987 and you old enough, you think about 1987, you look at this, you're gonna go, oh man, yeah. So it's a whole different vibe. All right, I was a kid. that I remember, 1987. No, it was a good setup and a good time because back in those days, all the stuff you seeing now, the NBA finals, like they robbed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's house and set it on fire, and he lost all his possessions. He was like, man, they got lost in the fire, but that wasn't that. They had broke in and stole stuff out of there. Plus, his house got set on fire because he was a Muslim. So it was a whole lot of stuff going on at that time. It was crazy wild. I got it on my TV. Yeah, you can stream it. So I streamed it on TV, on my TV. So yeah, it's a crazy ass ending, but all of that is definitely fictional, except for Sleepy Floyd coming back, and that was a playoff record, what he did against the Lakers for like second half points, most points in the second half. I think that was, I don't know if somebody broke that record for the playoffs yet, but Sleepy Floyd definitely had that record. And yes, he was better than LeBron James. Mm. No, I think it was very well shot, executed to perfection. I just think that if they do more stories, I would love to see Too Short put together more stories. But some of these stories can't be told. The Gary Payton stories, oh my God. Too Short and Gary Payton telling the stories, I swear to you. Where y'all at? I swear to you, those stories at Gary Payton's house. Yeah, and a couple other people's houses. Women everywhere, dog. Women everywhere. That's what it was about. Really, it was women everywhere, dog. And in that time, man, they was some thoroughbred. They didn't need no Botox and no fillers. They came with all the ingredients. That's why I told people, I'm like, dog, if you in the Bay and you ain't go to Quick Ways, I don't even know what to say to you, man. Gotta go to Quick Ways. It's quick and it's around the way. Says it in the name. Quick Ways. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog. A lot of people in the Midwest don't even know they get all their slang from the West Coast and mostly the Bay. They don't even know it. All that janky, jank, all that. That's the Bay. They didn't even say that in Cali. Like LA, they don't say that. They only say that in the Bay. That's some jank ass shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Skrilla. They got all that. Man, there's so many words that they done stole and borrowed. And you don't know it till you meet somebody from the Bay, or you go to the Bay and you hear them talking, and you like, oh damn, we used to say that. Oh yeah, we definitely took hella. There's hella hoes out there. I think y'all said fin before anybody. I think y'all started fin. Man, can I get a fin? Who got a fin on them? Let me get a fin. Y'all might have started that. Because I believe nobody was saying fin before y'all. Somebody be a fin. $5, man. I still don't know where Saltbuck came from. Let me get a Saltbuck. For the $10 bill, Saltbuck, I don't know where that came from. Oh, Fashizi, yeah. Well, Snoop get all the credit for that. Knowing he didn't get, knowing it didn't come from Snoop, but they still gonna credit him with that. Fashizi. Ooh. They had Fawn. I remember Fawn. She was out there in the Bay. She stayed. It's not Oakland. It's the Bay. It's close to Oakland, but it's like a suburb of Oakland. It's not San Fran. It's just another town over. I forgot what it's called, but it's it's a suburb out there, and it's nice. Like it's real. It ain't. It's the hood still, but it ain't like you know like messed up. It's still hood. He said Finn is on the song. I got 5 on it. Man, I'm tired, B. I ain't slept good in a while. Every time I be like, all right, I'm gonna get some sleep. Boom, I gotta do something else. So tomorrow seems like I got a whole schedule clear, so we can get stuff done. Oh, I give it 3 stars out of 4. I love the movie, so it is what it is with that one. For Freaky Tale, I want to see this continue. Like I want to see them go out and make some more. I was just like, man, like Blind Spotting. That was my movie. All because dude, he was straight from the Bay. And they showcased nothing but the Bay. I was like, man, they don't even do movies like this. And then the TV show that was on Stars, crazy as hell. The whole show was crazy. I told you, I don't know why you went and saw Megan again. That movie didn't make no sense. Like, the trailer looked bad. Whenever the trailer looked bad, you like, oh, this don't look like the first movie at all. This finna go way left. Went to Stupid Town and stayed there. Sorry, Lucky Lou, I ain't coming to see you. Yeah, I'm waiting to get this message back from LeBron. Let me go up here. This idiot's in my way. Alright, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna be on. If you're on the Patreon, the video should be coming up soon. But I'll be on Casino for Life channel in a little bit. Alright. Deuces.